Good morning, everyone. My fishes. It's a beautiful day. Look, the sun's out. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. There we go. Here he's are. Let me get the charm. Put my glasses on so I can see words. Right. Good morning, everyone. Last day of the trial. Well, it's closing arguments today. It was good yesterday. I enjoyed it yesterday. Okay. Today's drink is lemon and lime zero from Tesco. Oh, I've got a story about the jacuzzi. No jacuzzi again. I've had a jacuzzi once this week, but wait to tell you about it. So they're an extra 10 lengths. How's the hair sitting this morning? Not very good. Oh, well, it's been worse. How are you this morning? How is everybody this morning? As I say, it's a lovely day. I'm going shopping with Mandy. I don't know if Sophie's coming along with us. Mandy and the wee fella. And then he'll be coming down here to see the dogs. It'll be the first time he's seen the doggies. So I'm the leader of the pack. So I'll be lifting the child up and all the rest of it and letting the dogs know that he's more important than the dogs. That's what you've got to do when you introduce children to dogs. And of course, I would never leave them alone with the dogs because you can never tell. You can never tell with dogs, so that wouldn't be happening. But he's got to get into his granny's house. He's going to be flying about here in that space walker. And Sarah Louise, good morning to you. Good morning. I hope you're doing good this morning. As I said, I done my swimming this morning. Normally I have my wee jacuzzi after I've done my lengths, but as I say, this week I've only been able to swim once, jacuzzi once, because the jacuzzi was always either busy or broken. It had the cover on top of it. So anyway, I was in the changing room blethering away, as I do, because it's just the same. It's just the same ladies and gentlemen that are up there every morning, kind of regulars. And one of the ladies was telling me that a couple were staying the night in the hotel, because it's a hotel, and they decided to go for a wee swim. So they went for a wee swim and then they went into the jacuzzi. See, when they come out of the jacuzzi, see their bathing suits had all bleached. I think she said she was wearing a light blue bikini and it was all bleached, marked, all bleached, like if you put raw bleach on it. And our man had like black swimming shorts. I mean, he came out, it was all bleached as well. So they've obviously put way too much chlorine or whatever in the water. Now, that was funny. See, when I did have my jacuzzi, I don't normally sit in a jacuzzi like that because see, if you do it, it goes in your eye and stuff like that, right? So I like to lie on my belly with my arms over the top of it like that, looking out the window. That's how I jacuzzi, right? So that's okay. But when I had went in during the week, it was nipping my eyes. I remember going, oh God, my eyes are nipping with that. That's really, really nippy. So they've obviously put too much stuff in the water. That's not, and I'm in there too, do you know what I mean? No wonder I've got to lotion up. Because see, if I don't, in fact, I've got a wee bit of dryness there, but I have lotion, you know. So there you are, that's what's happening up the road there. Too much bleach in the water. I tell you, I must be one of the cleanest people alive. It's like bubbling away and roasting hot bleach every morning. Yes. So today we're going shopping again, and it's another shop that we're going to that's very dangerous, and it's a shop called B&M's. Oh God. I'll show you the candle I got yesterday, right? No, how I was going in for candles and batteries. I was £40. 40. I did get the doggy stuff and the puppy stuff though. But look at this candle. It's so gorgeous, and it's one of the wood wicks. Smells really good. I'll be lighting that tomorrow. It's got lemon lavender, blue skies and cotton flower and white jasmine blossom. And I think this was like £6. But that's good for a candle that size, do you know what I'm saying? And I like the wood wick. See, there's my other wood wick one. It's not done yet, but it's sea blossoms and driftwood. That's a double one. So, did I show you these? The golfer girl sent me. They're wee like coasters. Look at them. Wee coasters like cats. That's what my candles sit on, my wee coasters. So B&M's is... I'm going to be out of pocket again. Michelle, good morning, lovely Michelle. Good morning to you. Oh, we're doing it. So, what else did I get? Ah, you've got me on your laptop. Oh, my goodness. Thank you for having me on your laptop, Sarah. That's very kind of you. Yeah, so I'll be names. That's even worse than Home Bargains. I mean, it's got cushions and throws and everything in the bloody place. Right, I can't do it. I'll need to just go in with blinkers on like that. Do you know, I'll take the pram. I'll take the pram and be looking at the child. Oh, he went for his, he got his jaggies yesterday, guys. He got his fat legs jagged. Fat leggies got jagged. On either side, they get jagged. And while he was crying, he got stuff scooshed down his throat as well. I stayed in the car. I was having absolutely no part of that shenanigan. I didn't want him seeing his granny face. And you know, he put his mouth down at me yesterday. I was like, no. What am I going to do if he hates his granny? When I had been into Amanda's house, he was lying down, right? And he had, he's got this toy that goes over the top of him, right? And he was like looking and playing. So I takes my jacket off and I gets down on the floor and I was going, hello there, hello my cheeky boy, like that. And he looked at me and he just looked at the hair and started screaming. I was like, oh no, don't cry at the granny's hair. Grannies come with pink hair, unfortunately. Oh, Michelle, no, and as I say, I was £40 yesterday, so I've not got the money for B&M's, but see, if I said I would be buying nothing, I'd be kidding myself on, so I'll be buying something. God knows what it's going to be. Hopefully it's like a couple of pounds. Because they've got, and then the pet aisle, because, you know, I get stuff for the dogs. So Poppy got a new toy again yesterday. You know, I get stuff for the dogs and then I get stuff for the birds. Batteries, I'll need more batteries. I did get some batteries yesterday, but they were quite expensive in Home Bargains for the batteries. So I'll be getting more batteries. But remember the time I went to Home Bargains and all I needed was batteries and I was 70 quid. I just died. I was like, that's it, beans and toast now. It's beans and toast for the rest of the month. Candles is the thing for me. Candles, I can't walk by a good scented candle. And see, as I said, the way they lay out these shops, they put, the Home Bargains had all their scented candles next to the baby stuff, right? Because they know people with babies like a wee scented candle now and again. But it's a great shop. See if you're ever like starting out a house or whatever, you can get all your stuff in there, like your cutlery, your plates and stuff. Oh, Michelle, me too. Me too. That's what I'm like as well. All the wee lights and candles and all the wee ornaments and stuff for the garden. There'll be garden stuff. Oh no, I forgot about that. There'll be stuff for the garden. You know, I've not got enough ornaments, obviously, in my garden. I'm going to need more ornaments. I've got ducks and chickens and everything out there. I've got a giant blue herring that's round the back. That he just sits there, the giant blue herring. Emma, good morning to you. Oh, I'm glad you caught me live. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with me, Emma. That's very kind of you. Yeah, we're just talking about shopping. God knows whatever I get, I'll show you tomorrow anyway. It'll be flavouring day. I got a new bottle of flavouring yesterday, so that's always nice. I always like to crack open a new bottle. Pip, my lovely Pip, good morning. Oh, the wee fella got his Jaggies, Pip, yesterday. Got them fat leggies. His fat leggies get jagged. And then he gets stuff scooshed down his throat. I stayed in the car, Pip. I didn't go in. I was like, nope. Green Rose, good morning. Good morning, my lovely Green Rose. I was like, I'm no dearest. And then Amanda said to Xander, that was your granny that took you. I says, don't be telling them that. But he screamed at me, Pip, yesterday. He cried at my face. He cried at my face yesterday. He was lying on the floor. He's got this wee activity thing, like gym thing that goes over the top of him, right? And it's got things all on it. So I took my coat off and I got down to his level, as you do, right? And I was going, hello, my boy, hello, my big boy, like that to him. And he looked at me and he looked at my hair and just went, wah, and started screaming. Oh, no, he hates his granny. Oh, no, what am I going to do? Did he like the squishy stuff? Xander didn't like it because I think he was in mid-cry and he just squished it in. He just squished it. Oh, you're having a wee flavouring yourself, Michelle. I hope you enjoy your flavouring. I hope you enjoy yourself and have a nice time. So that's that deed done for another time. That's that done. Golfer girl, my lovely golfer girl. Good morning, good morning. Pip, so today I'm bringing him down here. So this is going to be the first time he's going to be introduced to the doggies. So me being the leader of the pack, I'll be taking him out his pram and just like saying to the dogs, get down, get down, get down, and all the rest of it, and just being like that. So, because he needs to get down to his granny's house. I've got all the good stuff. I'm going to have paddling pools and sand pits and stuff down here, bouncy castles. That's what's going to happen. Michelle, I do it every week. So we're in good company. You're in good company with me because I get myself into trouble all the time. Nothing bad. Well, nothing bad that way. Loving, I'm just a very loving person. When I get a wee bit tipsy, I love everybody a wee bit too much. And tell them, obviously, ruin some friendships just because I tell them how much I love them. But I can't wait. And then, see when I've got his W, or I hate saying that word because they know the WALK word. I've got his astronaut, his shuttle to put him in. I can't wait to see him in it. I've been waiting for that for a long, long time. And I've got books and things like that, and I've got a rattle in there. We're going to be playing. It's going to be playtime. Do you know what I need to get him for Christmas? A high chair. I need to get him a high chair for the kitchen for when we're having our Christmas dinner. Obviously, now that he's here, we won't be having the Christmas dinner on Christmas Day because that's a special thing for a mummy and daddy, isn't it, in their own house with Santa and all that. So I've said, instead of Christmas Day now, we'll have Madu either Boxing Day or the day after. That'll have everybody down. And do you know something? It'll probably be great because I'll be able to go up to Asda and get some of the turkey and all that cheaper probably because I won't be buying it for Christmas Day. It'll be the day after or whatever. So we're going to need a wee high chair. And I remember last Christmas, I was like, oh my God, next year somebody's going to be eating mashed potato and gravy and all that. So it's going to be good. Ah, I'm glad she's doing well, Green Rose. Michelle, me too. Look, before Eddie got things hidden in this house for me, remember the tattoo gun? That was a mistake. Right, we've had that. I've got power tools that's got to be hidden. You know, I mind about hosed the whole building down and soaked my phone. There's been so many incidents. Golfer girl, you're going to the golf shop. Oh, that'll be wonderful. Golfer girl, I mean, I made Mizuno golf clubs. They were made wonderfully, I must admit. We made the Mizuno ones. And the most expensive ones back in that day was graphite. We made graphite shafts. And they were quite expensive. So, and you couldn't see some of the golf clubs, if you made a wee mistake, you could cover it up or whatever. See with the graphite shafts, there's no There was no, you had to do it perfectly. So I used to do that. I used to do the Mizuno thing. It was really, really good. I enjoyed that wee job. So I hope, see, when I first came on here, it was beautiful and scorchio outside. It was tops off weather, taps off. Look at it now. That's Scotland for you. It's going to come down. It's going to rain now. Is it still used and still expensive? Yes. But I remember I used to tell people there was a golfer in the UK back in the days, and his name was Nick Faldo. I don't know if you know him, but he was a golfer in the UK, and he had Mizuno golf clubs. So he was getting one of his golf clubs repaired. I think he was getting a new grip on it or something like that, right? But it was the Japanese took over and they were doing this man's, because the man's a millionaire, do you know what I mean? And the good customer. So they were doing his golf club. So we were all around, you know, going, oh, let's see his golf club. So I managed to hold his golf club, and I was going about telling everybody I held Nick Faldo's shaft, which I did. It wasn't been dirty. I did, because that's what you call it, a shaft. I was doing that. Is he golfer girl? Oh, he's a Sir. See, I didn't even know that. I beg your pardon. Sorry, Sir Nick Faldo. I didn't even know that. But there you go. So I was like, oh, I've held his shaft, which I did. His golf club shaft, though. So technically, I was telling the truth. Your Honour, see if I was in court. See if it was a lie detector test I'd pass. His poor wife would be going, you did not, I did. I did. It wasn't just me, it was the whole work. Oyas, we all held it. See, I was a bad lass even back then. That was a long time ago now. But they gave me a present. They gave me a. Hold on, yeah, see if I can find it. In fact, I don't think I've ever shown you it. This was a gift from my Japanese friends. Let's see if I can find it. We'll see if I do it. I'm going to end up pulling everything. Everything's going to end up falling out. If I do. No, I can't find it. Is it down this way? Oh, I can't find it. I was going to show you my tennis racket, but it's in the cupboard, and see if I start taking things out that cupboard, I'll be in it all day, because the Christmas tree and everything's in there. But they gave me a lovely tennis racket that's, I don't know if it's graphite or not, but it's got Mizuno now on it. So it's a lovely, lovely tennis racket. I think it's a man's, but it doesn't matter, I took it. I was like, oh yes, I'll have that tennis racket. Yes, I like to play tennis. Never played tennis in my life. Well, apart from when I was a wee girl on a tennis court, but it was hardly a proper game. But oh, they were hilarious to work for. We used to have a great laugh. They were my best friends. Actually, they were really, really good friends, so they were. Very intelligent. I mean, the Japanese are so intelligent, really, really intelligent. But sometimes they lacked in common sense. Do you know what I mean? You'd have a pluck on your face and they'd be going, what is this, Linda-san? What is this? But it's a pluck, Ohira-san. It's a pluck. Pluck. Got pluck, see it? And then we used to try and get them to roll their R's. Like the Scottish, like round the ragged rocks, the ragged rascal ran. And they'd be going, around. And they'd go, no, with your tongue. And they're going, This is the kind of stuff we done at work. This was a typical work day for us. You know what I mean? With a good laugh. I always wonder what they were doing now. I wonder, they'll probably all be married with kids and grandkids and all that now. Yes, because they were older than me. I was only 19 when I worked with them, so You wonder, don't you, how people got on in life and stuff. Is it pissing the rain? It is. I was going to get my chair out. And sit. In fact, I went out and filled my water features up. That's how beautiful it was. I thought, oh yes, we're in for a good day today. So anyway, the trial today. Sophie will be happy. She's going, is that trial still on? It's been on for like 7 weeks. Yes, they're probably all like granddads and all that now. I think the oldest Japanese man that was there, it was all men, and his name was Mine-san, and he must have been about 34. So, and he was probably the oldest out the lot of them, you know what I mean? There was one called Joji-san, and his family were very wealthy. But they all stayed. See, I loved listening to their stories, but you know, it was interesting to me. And they all stayed in the same house, like the mum and dad and the granny and the aunties. Like the whole family would stay in a house. But he was showing me his car one day. It was like a Porsche or something. It was like a bright red sports car. Anyway, I don't even know what make it was, but it was a beautiful sports car. That was his car, right? And I was getting drove to work in a bright yellow Ford Escort that bits were falling off it and the exhaust had went. So when I get dropped off at work, it was boom, boom, like that. The Japanese were all looking at the windows like that. Going, Linda-san, the car no good. And I'm going, very expensive car. And they're going, no, no. No, I'm going, yes, very expensive. Oh, I used to have a good laugh with them. I do miss them. And I gave them total respect. I respected them. They knew that, you know, I always respected. Some of them didn't, you know, some of the guys that were in the work were just a-holes. And now this is a true story, and it's embarrassing is what it is for guys to do this, Scottish people to do this. We were talking about how to say hello in Scotland and how Scotland's different from the rest of the UK. Talking wise and things like that, accent stuff we say aye, you know, for yes, that kind of thing. So here, some of the guys were telling them how to say hello properly and stuff like that. All right, you know, like we need how to teach them that and stuff. And they had been out for a dinner with like the big bosses of the Mizuno company, and they were sticking their middle finger up to people and saying hello like that. And our boss grabbed them aside and went, oh, no, 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 don't do that. That's very, very insult. That's a bad word and stuff. And they were devastated because some of the guys in the work had said that is usually a swear word for other countries, but in Scotland that is a good term. If you were to stick your middle finger up, it was like very friendly, like that. Imagine doing that to so. I was mortified. I was like, "Yous are nothing but a-holes." Imagine doing. I wish they would have come over to me before they went that night out and said, hello, Linda-san, you know, and stuck their middle finger up at me. So I could say to them, look, that's a bad thing. Who told you that? And then I'd be saying, see, you're an absolute a-hole. But there you go. But I gave them total respect, and they knew that. And I took them to my wedding. I wanted them to see a Scottish wedding with the kilts and all that kind of stuff. Oh, Girl, I'm going to a love hotel, that's it. Maria, good morning to you. Or evening, good evening. Happy Friday to you. I want to go to a love hotel now, Golfer Girl. We've got Barry White playing. Love hotel, yeah, baby. Oh, you can't work. See, my phone, see, the chat just disappears on the phone. It comes up and then disappears really, really quickly. That's how I've got to look at the chat on my laptop. But imagine the guys do that. See, some of them are a-holes. Now, like, see, in a different setting, somebody could have come up and punched one of them because, I mean, you do that in Scotland to somebody, that's like fighting talk right there, giving somebody the middle finger, eh? You giving the middle finger, eh? And doing that, I was mortified. Maria here, you know. I know. Oh aye, a spa. Oh aye. Saying that you don't want to go to the spa, the hot tub I was in. Well, I didn't go in this morning. It wasn't working this morning. But they'd put too much chlorine or something in it. Somebody'd been in it and their bathing suit was all like bleach marks. I've been lying in that. Remember I said there was a funky smell? Can you remember I said that? I said there was a. Can you remember I said to you, was it last week or the week before? I said there was a smelling like burning plastic. I said it was a funky smell. I says, but I went in it anyway. There you are. That's probably been what it is. I've been in that. I've been in that getting bubbled up in this bleach. I see. I've got to, that's how I always scrub myself when I come out in my shower and put my lotion on, because it does. It knocks the. It gives me really like wee dry patches because, see people with asthma sometimes they get that they get eczema we call it. Oh God, for God, I'd love a wee bit of an ensuite. I've never had an ensuite. I've never had an ensuite. I've never had a bidet either. I've never had that. I would like to feel. I would like to give that a go. The bidet, yes. Remember Sophie's ex-boyfriend had said that, where's your bidet? But next to the caviar, of course. Next to the caviar and the champagne, the Moët de Chandon. See, Golf Girl, my wee bungalow is quite a big bungalow, do you know what I mean? My bungalow's quite a no bad size, a wee bungalow. But some houses are tiny here, some houses are really, really tiny. Some houses, like, they don't have baths in them at all. It's just like a shower room and things like that. Yeah, Maria, it's the same here. It's the same here. See, I've got the bath and the shower, but I prefer a shower. I really don't want to go in and lie in the bath. I think I've only ever used the bath, been in the bath like 5 times or something in here. Because I really, and even then, it's because somebody's bought me like a bath bomb or something for my Christmas, and I wouldn't want it to go to waste, so I've used it in the bath. But I prefer a shower. I like to get in, get showered, and then get out. So I do. Golf Girl, I'd be in the sea. See, we're used to. I'd be in the ocean every day. I love swimming in the pool, but I love swimming in the ocean, the sea. I love swimming in the seawater. Oh yeah. Yeah, Maria, I'm not too bad in here as well. Carpet wise, I've only got carpet in 3 rooms. One room I don't go into because it's my son's. Right, my son's going to be 21 soon, so I'm not going into his room. A mother doesn't need to go into a son's room at 21. I don't want to know what he's got in there. So he's in charge of his own domain. And then I've got my floors that I get a wee mop down and stuff like that. But it's the best thing for me is stairs, because I've got like you've probably seen I've got a problem with stairs, like bending my leg. I've always told you how. In fact, I'll show you about how far my foot bends. That's it. See that? That's how far my foot bends. You know, compared to, your foot bending like that. That's what that does. Because it's got a metal pole doing it. So it's difficult for me to get up, and not so much up. Up is still a problem, but see, coming down stairs, coming down even slopes, it's really difficult for me, and it's painful. It's painful as hell. So it is, but look, I'm not, look, I batter on in. That's what I do, I batter on in. Oh, Maria, I'd be in the sea all the time. I'd be in the water all the time. Oh, yeah, I would love to. Oh, my goodness. See, you've got the hot, we've got we've got this. I mean, it was lovely and sunny a minute ago. Look, it's horrible now. It's going to rain. It's going to rain now. Rain's coming down. But this has always been my wee dream house, is a wee bungalow. That's what I always wanted. And then for bad days, if I've got to bust out the wheelchair, which I'm not embarrassed about at all anymore. I was at first, but I don't really care. You know, if it stops me being in agony, then I'm gonna use it. So if in fact it has, remember I bust the leg up before, and it was great in here wheeling about the wheelchair, because the doors are nice and wide, and you know, you can get in. I can go into the kitchen, I can go into the bathroom, and even outside I can go straight outside because the door's flush with the outside as well. So if you've got a wheelchair, you can just go right out like that. So it's a perfect house for me. Do you know what I would love to see? I'd love to see Johnny Depp's island. Oh, bet you that's, bet you that's, look, I'd be in the water every day. Do you know it's Johnny Depp's daughter's birthday today? So happy birthday, Lily Rose. What a beautiful name. Lily Rose, it's her birthday today. And her dad's going to win this court case, hopefully. If he doesn't win it, he's won the public over anyway. The public, you know, he's won them over. But I don't believe anything that's come out Amber Heard's mouth. And I have tried my best to be unbiased, but nothing sits right with her testimony. It just doesn't come across as fluent and real. It's like, do you know what it's like? It's like, have you seen the episode of Friends? And Joey's trying to teach someone how to act, and he says, you've got to act as if you're smelling a fart. Like that when you're crying or something. Like that. And she was doing that all the time. I was going, she's doing the smell the fart acting. She's smelling the fart acting. That's what she's doing. Well, we know she's got a problem with fart and poo and stuff like that anyway. But this, smell the fart. Oh, I'd love to see his island, Marie. I would love to see his bloody island. I'd love to see him. Johnny, come to Scotland. How many times? Look, it's an open invitation. I'm not after your cash. I'm not a gold digger. That's not what I'm after. Come on in. Just leave your wallet. Leave your wallet in the Bahamas and come into the bungalow. I'll pick you up. I'll make you mince and totties and stuff, Johnny. Johnny, I'll give you a massage. Johnny, see if you have pooed yourself. I'll wash you down in the bathroom. You don't even need to lift a hand. I'll do it all. I'll do it for you. Desperation in my voice, desperation. Come on, Johnny. When's it going to happen? These are your children. Me and Sophie to laugh about that. Can you imagine me bursting into a courtroom with my kids and going, Johnny, these are your children. My God. Yeah, smell the fart. She was like that. Oh, Maria, he does need a real, and I'm a real woman, that's for sure. Jenny, good morning to you, Jenny, good morning. So that's what she done. I mean, I don't know how MD hired her as an actress, because she is absolute pants acting. Pants. I could see through it a mile away. And see the end, I hope they bring this up in the closing arguments, right? See the whole court case Johnny's got. It's been about her op-ed or something it's called, right? And she says, I never wrote that about Johnny. I was just writing that about domestic violence and stuff like that, right? It wasn't about him. It wasn't about him. See, yesterday she went, I see when I wrote that about Johnny Depp, the op-ed, she's just admitted the whole thing that she did. I hope they bring that up. You've just admitted it. I bet you her defence team have been sitting going, oh, for God's sake. First of all, she brings up Kate Moss, which she wasn't meant to do. And now this. If I just got a black mark in my eye, probably. Yes, Green Rosie was. See, the man, this is it. Sometimes when you do these kind of things, karma gets you. And maybe that's what we're looking at here. Because he wasn't actually married to Vanessa Paradis, but it's a common law wife. We call it common law marriage. See if you're in a relationship like that, staying with someone, kids with somebody, you're their common law husband or wife, right? So it was with Vanessa Paradis, and she was beautiful, and they had a 14-year marriage or a relationship, and she seems like beautiful. They seemed good together. I thought they'll never break up, and then along comes Amber, and they're on set in the film The Rum Diaries. I've never watched it, right? The Rum Diaries. And he was in his trailer, and she comes a knocking on his trailer and comes in, and they end up kissing in his trailer. Maybe more happened. I don't know what else happened, but that was it. But not only has she done that, but she's also, Jason Momoa got divorced or separated, apparently in the grapevine, allegedly, it was because of her. And then Elon Musk was going out with that lassie that fathered his child not that long ago. And then along comes Amber. So there's a wee theme going on here, eh? Do you know, it reminds me of lassie I used to know. And it's not as if she really wanted your man, right? She didn't. She just wanted to break up a relationship and stand back and go, I could have had him, and I could have had him and had him and had him. Some lassies are like that. Some lassies are tramps, we call them. Tramps. So it was a tramp that he had the relation that he done that way while he was going to be lovely Vanessa. And then then that was that. Karma bit him, Johnny. That's what happens when you do stuff like that. Karma gets you. She would have. I've no doubt, Maria, that more happened than kissing, because she's an absolute. You know what she's like, the village bike. But he must have been kicking himself after that. I do believe that he fell in love, but I think this is how Amber has got through life, on her looks and solely on her looks, her whole life. Because there doesn't seem to be any kind of nice quality to the woman ever. Apparently, her mother was terrified of her. She would hit her sister, throw wine at her sister, and all the rest. She just doesn't seem a nice person at all. At all. Oh God, Michelle, have you? Oh, they're out there. And this is it. It's like, I don't understand it, because I'm not, well, I'm not a tramp. I might be a slot. I'm not a tramp. But I wouldn't do that. I'm not interested. See if somebody's in a relationship, I'll go, well, good luck in your relationship. No, that I'm not even going to. I'm not even touching that with a barge pole. I'm not even touching it. Get with your partner then. In fact, when I was on Tinder, I was on Tinder dating, and it was a guy, and he had a profile picture of my town that I stay in, right? And I was like, oh God, that guy's, no picture of his face, but the picture of his town. But again, it's not about looks with me, it's about talking to folks. So I'm like, hello there, and that. I see you're in my neck of the woods and that. And he's going, I am. Oh, really? I'm in this area, and he's in that area, and all right, and everything. So what are you doing here? He went, I'll be straight up. I'm actually married and looking for a wee bit of naughty fun. I was like, that was the last bespoke. That was the last bespoke. I thought, yeah, dirty, cheating, rotten beeb. I hope his wife found that. I hope his wife found that out. Oh, Lisa. It was like that. Because, Lisa, did you see Johnny's lawyer says to him, yes, but in your evaluation of Mr. Depp, did you not write something down about him being a pirate? And he went, yes, I do remember writing something about him being a pirate. Right? I was coughing my coffee at that point. Did he say a pirate? And the lawyer says, did you evaluate him as Willy Wonka also? And that's when he was doing all that. And then he would say to do I need to answer that? And the judge says, yes, you need to answer questions. Can you imagine any psychiatrist sitting going like that? Well, idiot, number one, your client is an idiot. Number two, bad pirate vibes. Pirate? Does he not know how acting works? Johnny Depp's, he doesn't go out in the weekend and do a bit of, you know, what is it they call it? A bit of mayhem. He doesn't go about robbing ships and stealing gold and you know, hoisting the Jolly Roger flag. Pillaging or whatever the hell that's called. He doesn't go out and do that at the weekend, the man. The man's a billionaire. Pirate, you said? I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I thought this is a expert witness right here. I think the man's a bit of a pirate. Big cross next to his name and underline it. Pirate. I was like, what the? I was thinking, look, the man used to be Edward Scissorhands. Are you going to say something about that as well? Did you maybe do something about that? Oh, I couldn't get over it. I still can't get over it. I still can't get over it. Do you know all I done in that chat was put pictures of ducks. Duck, 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 quack. Duck, duck, duck. Man's a duck, quack, duck, duck, quack. I was rolling my eyes round my head with that one. Rolling my eyes round my head. That was a cracker though. I've never, for one, how very inappropriate and unethical is it for any psychiatrist to say that someone is an idiot? Right? That is very, very unethical. See, if I would have went to therapy and you know, my therapist was to say, but you're a bit of an idiot, aren't you, Linda? A bit of an idiot. Who are you calling an idiot, by the way? I'm in here spilling my guts and you're calling me an idiot. Struck off is what he should be. Struck off. Look, the man's a good age. Maybe I don't even know if he is a psychiatrist. There's some dodgy witnesses for that side. But that got me. I was telling my mum, I was laughing about that. Imagine thinking Johnny Depp in real life's a pirate. You know what I mean? Oh, I've seen him wear the pirate gear. Have you seen him in hospitals? He's been in hospitals wearing the pirate stuff. I'm starting to wonder. I think the man's like that full time. See, when he said the Willy Wonka, I was like, oh, brilliant, brilliant. Please say you evaluated him being Willy Wonka also. I was like, oh, please say yes. Well, I did actually, when he had the top hat and that on. Yep, I thought maybe he was a bit of Willy Wonka. God almighty. They're going to need to make a movie out of this. They're going to need to. And then the woman that barges into court and shouts, Johnny, we're soulmates. You're my soulmate, Johnny. I love you, Johnny. And this is your child. What the hell? What's going on there? What? That's easy then to barge into a courtroom of. I don't think it's that easy here in the UK to do that kind of thing. See, if you did, you'd be banged up. There's no nonsense here. See, outbursts and stuff, we get banged up for that kind of stuff. We get warned you're going to get put to the cells if you cheer or anything in this courtroom. We get warned. So anyway, guys, I'm going to go and I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's flavouring day. I'm going to have the music on tomorrow, so it won't be monetised. Because, look, on a Saturday I need my tunes. So think of a good playlist and we'll listen to something dancey tomorrow, right? And I'll see you then. Have a wonderful Friday. And I'm going to give you all a big kiss now.